September 16th, East Garfield Park.
Sheriff's office.
Sheriff's officers, guns drawn, show up unannounced.
What did I do wrong,
Stick
sir?
your head right back to seal.
Yes, sir.
This is not a wrong raid, but it is clearly something this man didn't expect on this day.
What did I do wrong?
Nothing. We're here for an eviction. So just have a seat.
Listen to his response.
Donald Trump made an order decree. You can't evict until December the 31st.
There is a federal moratorium on most evictions until the end of the year. It's on top of J.B. Pritzker's state order, an order which put the brakes on more than 1,800 evictions in Cook County. So why is this one taking place?
Made an order decree.
The answer, not something he wanted to hear.
Yeah, but there's some other circumstances when you can be evicted.
His circumstance was one of them.
There's been some accusations that you may be threatening other tenants. Or
Threatening with a sword, according to records CBS 2 investigators obtained from the Sheriff's Department, which puts this tenant in a special category.
For those circumstances, they can do an emergency eviction.
Since the state moratorium, Cook County judges have approved 48 emergency evictions. 28 have been carried out.
Is your plan is to go to a friend's house or a family member's house?
Yeah, I'm good.
Reasons include threats to blow up the building, to kill the property manager. Then there were those who caused major damage to the unit or were selling unlawful controlled substances, drugs. Attorney Michael Zink filed one of those successful cases.
Many of the tenants in the building were very upset and scared about things that were happening there at all hours of the day and night.
What's not on the list, not considered an emergency eviction? A tenant like Andre Richards. We detailed his background in a CBS 2 investigation last month. Richards was living in this second-floor, 4-bedroom apartment. He has a job, but refused to pay rent and wouldn't leave. Jaleesa Willis owns the 2-flat, bought it last year, and had planned to move into the apartment. But we found her living in her car with her 5-year-old daughter because she couldn't afford to rent another place and pay the mortgage. This just seems wrong.
It is. It's very wrong.
I'm just paying for them to live in my unit.
Katrina Balala had a similar problem. We also shared her story. She rented her Logan Square apartment to this couple who wouldn't pay and wouldn't leave, even after she begged them.
I'm being laid off due to COVID-19, and I'm terrified.
The couple finally moved out, but only after CBS 2 exposed them. The experience prompted Balala to start a petition asking Governor Pritzker to amend the eviction moratorium and consider the plight of landlords like her in Willis.
We're absolutely going to look at that. I think, let me remind you, our goal here is not to deprive landlords.
That was September 10th, but 3 weeks later, no changes. So we asked again.
We're looking at how we might amend the executive order around this.
Fortunately, Jaleesa Willis doesn't have to wait on the governor to act.
Put the feeler right here.
Remember, she was forced to sleep in her car because her tenant wouldn't move out. But look what we saw 3 weeks after our CBS 2 investigation. The tenant loading up his car, moving out.
I guess the pressure, the public embarrassment came about.
But that beautiful apartment he lived in,
The ceiling fan is missing.
now filthy.
You see trash, right?
And damaged so much, Willis wanted to show me via FaceTime.
But what's surprising to me is this bathroom. You took the bathroom vanity.
Of course, Willis isn't happy about the mess.
Oh, that's pretty disgusting.
But she's ecstatic to have her home back for her and her daughter.
She can't wait. She cannot wait. It's a big release. If I could take my mask down and show how big I'm smiling, I would.
We don't have to see her smile, we hear her joy.
I'm so thankful.
This once homeless landlord has finally reclaimed her property. Dorothy Tucker, CBS 2 Investigators.